It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hello, it is not Ethan and Sarah Foreheads. It is Grace and Blasky here on the last day. You can tell I'm tongue-tied because I've been doing this all week. So your last day seeing me, and then we've got 2 holiday weeks. I'm ready to get through it. So let's get through this Friday together.
All right, let's do this.
All right. I have a really exciting story to start with.
Okay.
A Hollister middle school teacher, Dallas DeWeese, received the 2024 Milken Educator Award, often called the Oscars of Education. I have 2 family members that are teachers. I hadn't heard of this award, but it's apparently very prestigious on the federal level.
Awesome.
He received it on Thursday morning, and it was a surprise. Apparently, the whole thing with this award is that they get it by surprise. So the surprise announcement came during a school assembly where DeWeese was presented with $25,000. He is the only Missouri educator among this year's 45 national recipients. So that is really cool.
Yeah.
The vice president, Stephanie Bishop of the Milken Educator Awards, emphasized the importance of this being a surprise. Like, that's their whole shtick, is it all being like by surprise. So the Missouri's Commissioner of Education, Carla Esslinger, expressed pride in Missouri educators, saying, having a national group recognize it just makes me beam with pride. So DeWeese was initially unaware of the event and that it was about him, even believing that another teacher was more deserving. He said, I felt almost unworthy because I'm just a dude doing my job. That was what he was quoted as saying. But yeah, I'm just a dude doing my job. His wife, Montana, shared her pride, noting the dedication, effort, sleepless nights her husband had devoted to his students and colleagues. And he plans to use the money to pay off bills, look for a house, and possibly give back to the school, continuing his commitment to the community and the students. Which is
That's
super
fantastic.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
I read the full story in an article, and like it was so funny because they apparently just had this huge assembly and he's just like sitting in the back and he has no idea. And they were like, yeah, this actually is all about this award. And he's still like, cool. And he's like
great day.
Completely oblivious. He's like, because he even mentioned like another teacher that he thought was going to get it. He's like, oh yeah, I bet it's her. And it was him. So it was a really sweet story.
Had one of those moments, had to look around and point at yourself like me. Did I hear that right?
So, yeah, apparently.
Well, congratulations to him. That's great.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, the 4th annual Battlefield Christmas Parade has been canceled due to the permit and liability issues. Now, the organizer, Desiree Marsh, was informed on December 3rd of a new requirement, including paying for barricades as well as police services and signing a road closure permit. Now, on December 17th, the Board of Aldermen voted against the permit, citing liability concerns. So without city support, Marsh decided that there wasn't enough time to meet the requirements, needed to go ahead and move forward and canceled the parade. Now, Marsh, who had about 17 floats ready to go, called the situation disappointing. Now, especially since the event was to include gifts for children and a float that was going to be promoting suicide prevention awareness. Now, the city administration, Tommy Van Horn, stated that the cancellation was not directed by the city, but resulted from the lack of a formal agreement. So now Marsh remains uncertain if the parade will return next year under her leadership, unless there is some sort of resolution or mediation for the situation. So that's unfortunate for the town of Battlefield right now.
Yeah, I used to live in Battlefield. I live in Nixa now, but I'm still a part of the community group. And I could tell there were a lot of people who were disappointed. And it just seems like a paperwork issue is kind of what it is at the end of the day. But
But have 17 floats ready to go, and then unfortunately to not have that happen, that's got to be unfortunate.
That is super disappointing, but hopefully they figure it out for next year.
Right.
All right. After being closed for about a year and a half, the Missouri Department of Conservation cut the ribbon at the renovated Shepherd of the Hills Fish Hatchery in Branson.
All right.
The new hatchery is twice the size of the previous one, which they tore down to make way for the new visitor center. So they tore down the old one and built one twice the size. The building features classroom space for public education and an aquarium for visitors to view rainbow and brown trout close up. The Department of Conservation says that they are excited to continue teaching about the trout hatchery and conservation in their new and improved space. Visitors will be able to tour throughout the hatchery and even feed fish for just a quarter. And building hours will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. So that'll be fun.
Oh, that'd be great. I remember when I was a kid being able to go do something like that as well, that my parents would take us to the hatchery and we got to feed the fish. Thought it was just so interesting because you got to see them, from little bitty to all the way out before they got released. And now I get the opportunity to take my kids to it. And I think my son would absolutely love to see something like that. 100%.
We both have boys the same age, so we probably should they're at the age where they love to just run and play with the dirt and watch the fish
play with the fish. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No problem. All right. Well, it does look like the Missouri unemployment rate did decrease slightly in November. Now it's going to be falling to the 3.7 mark, which is from the revised 3.8% back in October. Now, this is all according to the Missouri Economic Research and Information Center. Now, non-farm payroll employment in the state grew by about 1,200 jobs, bringing the total to nearly 3.1 million. Now, however, the goods producing industry lost about 800 jobs and the private service producing industries declined about 700 jobs. So all in all, it does look like it is fluctuating. It does seem that things are kind of trending upwards. So that's good.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, the employment rate decreasing is a good thing, I would say. Yeah. So people are finding jobs.
Right. Absolutely.
It's always good. All right. Big Lots, which a lot of local people know and love. I haven't been there a ton, but I know a lot of people who shop there frequently.
Right.
They announced yesterday that they are preparing to go out of business after the anticipated sale to Nexus Capital Management fell through. The retailer plans to begin a going out of business sale at all remaining stores, but remains hopeful for an alternative solution. Big Lots is actively pursuing an alternate transaction with Nexus or another party, aiming to complete the sale by early January. So they're crunched on time there. CEO Bruce Thorne stated, "While we remain hopeful, we have made the difficult decision to begin the going out of business process. So customers can still shop in stores and online as the company continues to operate and awaits further developments." I believe we have 2 in Springfield. I could be wrong, like I said, because I don't shop there, but I believe there are 2 locations in Springfield, but there won't be for much longer, it seems.
Well, it seems also that a lot of these, I think it's like same way with Bed Bath & Beyond, that it went to that kind of only online, didn't quite go completely out of business, went more just that online route. But then there also seems to be, and I've read this about a couple years ago, that there was kind of this push to bring back the brick and mortar stores. So it's, so when you see these kind of businesses go out, you wonder if somebody will come in and buy them out and keep them going. I still like going to stores. I'm from that, generation where you
are like that. Just a side story for everyone listening. When we were getting our podcast equipment all got together, I was like, "Hey, Blasky, I can order this on Amazon. It'll be here in 2 days." He's like, "I'm going to Best Buy right now because I need it right now," because he's a patient. And I'm like, I'm all for Amazon. I just press a button and it shows up at my door. And Blasky's like, "No, I got to get it now."
But I can have it today. I don't have to wait,
So if you have a brick and mortar store, Blasky will be there.
I will stop by 100%.
Oh, man.
Well, the Springfield Greene County Health Department is relocating its Wicks Women, Infant, and Children Clinic, currently located at 1720 West Grand Street. Now, this is going to be inside the Jordan Valley Community Health Center. Now, the clinic will open to members at its new location at 1111 South Glenstone Avenue, inside the Preferred Family Healthcare Building, which is going to be coming up here on January 6th. Now, the Grand Street Clinic will close to the public on December 24th to begin their relocation process. Now, Tara Williams, which is the WIC program coordinator, emphasized that the move was made with the members in mind. She highlighted that the benefit of the new location, including more clinic space and a more central location in Greene County. Now, the WICS program serves eligible individuals based on an income threshold and provides access to essential foods like milk and to bread. And during the 2024 year, the program served right around 10,886 individuals right here in Greene County.
Yeah, it's an amazing program. I didn't know it existed until I was pregnant, and some of my friends had told me about it. And I encourage you, if you're listening and you are, or you know somebody who is pregnant and you need a little assistance, apply, because I didn't even think that I would have made it, and I did, and we got so much help, and it was amazing. So it's an amazing program for sure.
I had one friend of mine that used the same program, and it kept her afloat through college, and she's doing great now. So it's a wonderful program.
Yes, definitely. All right. If you are going to be in town on Christmas Day, and maybe your Christmas plans aren't on the Christmas Day exactly, and you're looking for somewhere to eat, I'm not going to list all of the restaurants that I found that are going to be open, but I'm going to rapid fire as many of them as I can.
All right, let's do it.
If you want to know more, I will give a shout out to KY3 and Color 10. They both have really good lists going right now if you want to know more details, but I'm going to rapid fire as many of them as I can right now. All right. Alamo Draft House, which that's actually a tradition that a lot of people have, is going to go. It's like going and seeing a movie on Thanksgiving, Christmas. So Alamo Draft House, Applebee's in Springfield and Nixa will be open in the evening. Billy Gale's in Ozark and Branson will be open earlier in the morning through the early afternoon. Flat Creek locations will be open in the afternoon. Red Lobster will be open all day. Ruthie's on Seat Street will be opening in the evening. Allie's Family Restaurant will be open all day. Springfield Family Restaurant, Kearney Street Cafe, Sam's Southern Eatery, Storming Crab in the mall. And then varying by location, there will be Denny's, Domino's, IHOP, McDonald's all open. There's many Indian, Chinese, Korean, and sushi places on this list. Right. And then if you're in the Branson area and looking for something fancier, Big Cedar, Chateau on the Lake, Osage Christmas Buffet at Top of the Rock, and Devil's Pool Christmas Buffet are all open, but most of them either require reservations or they highly recommend them. So if you want to do one of those, get a reservation. And then Black Sheep, this one I want to spend a little more time on because it's super cool. They're going to be open on Christmas Day from 11 to 2. The one on East Walnut Street that's downtown, they're actually going to be giving burgers to people in need that day for free.
Wow.
So that's a super cool thing.
Yes.
Though the downtown location specifically, I don't think the other locations are doing it. But if you know somebody in need, or all your money is spent on Christmas or whatnot, that's a super cool thing that they're offering.
Absolutely.
And then of course our 24-hour favorites, Buc-ee's and Waffle House, will also be open.
The faithful Waffle House.
Yes, that wasn't as rapid fire as I wanted it to be, but that was the highlights of the list. So
no, that was great. And that's quite a few places too on Christmas days. So you have a variety, you have some options.
Yes, you do.
Well, the Branson Bowl is officially over. Now, this week's prize was a Tony Richardson signed jersey and a Branson official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs custom gear. Now, our winner is Praise from Republic, Missouri. So congratulations. Woo! And thank you to Branson for being a fantastic partner with us throughout this and throughout the entire Chiefs season. And we're looking forward to doing this all over again, coming up here again next year.
Yeah, it was 17 weeks that we partnered with them the whole season, and it was really fun. We got a lot of cool prizes, and we had a lot of good winners. So yeah, some of you guys even shared pictures with us that won the tickets to the games. So thank you for doing that.
Yes,
we love interacting with you guys that way. So that was awesome.
That was great.
And then in case you missed getting tickets, like I just mentioned, with the Branson Bowl, with the Branson Bowl, we have got one more chance for you. There's still a little bit of time. You have until the end of the day today to enter. The Smouse Foundation Repair and Waterproofing has teamed up with us to give one person a pair of tickets to the first home Chiefs playoff game. We've been talking about this all week.
Yep.
Your last chance is today. All you got to do is go to aroundtheozarks.com and click on contests, and you'll see it. No keyword needed. It's easy. You just click on it, enter your stuff. Takes 30 seconds.
Simple stuff.
Yeah.
Go sign up.
Go sign up. All right. Before we go, I do want to tell you guys our holiday schedule. There will be no weekly podcasts dropping next week, the week of Christmas. We'll all be off, but we will not be quiet. I guess that sounds kind of weird. We won't be quiet on socials. We'll be posting some best of clips of Ethan and Sarah and some fun stuff. So be sure to still follow us and interact with us because we'll still be here. We just won't have any podcasts dropping next week. And then New Year's week, the week after, we won't have any of our weekly podcasts still, like Savor the Ozarks and Sports Scene and At Home with Emily. All those are pausing for 2 whole weeks. But then Ethan and Sarah and Abby will be back on New Year's week with the exception of New Year's Day. So we got a week off, but you guys will see Ethan and Sarah and Abby's shining faces on the 30th.
Right.
So,
check it out.
All right. Oh, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this week. This one was a struggle because I'm tired this week, just to be honest. I'm sorry if I stumbled over too many words.
I feel your pain. I'm right there with you.
Oh, it's been a crazy week for Blasky and I, but I am proud to deliver you guys the news. Thank you for hanging in with us. And yeah, like I said, you'll see Ethan and Sarah and Abby on the 30th.
Right.
So thanks for helping me out, Blasky.
Not a problem. You guys have a great day.
Have a great Friday.